All right, so today we are going to, well, this evening, it started to get a little dark. We're going to be doing some keying some trees. We're going to try and figure out what trees are what out of the list that we have. It's like a scavenger hunt. We were going to go to Austin P to do it because I know all the trees there and I was going to test him, but that's kind of like cheating, right? So we're going to do something new and different. And we're going to go around our neighborhood on Fort Campbell, that's our house, and key all these trees. Well, there you go, didn't want to lose you. We're going to key all these trees, identify what we can, see if we can find anything interesting, and this might be highly edited, but like back and forth, but yeah, we're going to start our scavenger hunt. So I hope you enjoy this video and learn some things, and we'll look at some leaves and we'll look at some trees, and I don't know. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're just going to start in our front yard with this tree right here, and let's get a good leaf right here. See the example of this leaf? Is it a good one? I can't see it. But anyways, so what do you think this tree is, Owen?
I can tell from the points that it's a type of oak.
A type of oak. Very good. So it has so many lobes, and on each end of each little leaf we see these little pointy hairs. So that means it's part of the red oak family. And if it's part of the red oak family, there's another way to tell which one it is. See how skinny these branches are? These little ones?
And they're a little shade of red on the tips.
Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. It just matters that the thin branches. It's a pin oak. Pin oaks have really thin, spidery branches.
Ah.
Our front yard. Done. Next tree. Alright, so here's this one across the yard. Stand underneath and you'll be able to see better. Here, watch. What kind of branches are those?
Those are a little thicker than the pin oak.
Well, that's because it's an older tree. But look at the leaves.
So it's still a type of oak.
Yeah, and they're the same as those leaves over there in our yard. So what is this?
That would be an older pin oak then.
It's an older pin oak. Very good. All right. Now our neighbors, they have pretty trees. They have this tree, and then across the street they have that tree. Those are the same type of tree. So what do you notice first about the leaves?
Shaped like a heart.
They're shaped like a heart. What kind of tree has heart-shaped leaves? I'll let you look at your paper.
Since it's shaped like a heart, it's an eastern redbud.
Oh, somebody been practicing and looking. And you see these little seed pods? All these little seed pods? That means it's part of the Fabaceae. It's the same as kudzu and green beans, because you can always tell by how their reproductive structures, what family they go in. All right, on to the next one. Okay, let's be real. What's this one?
A pin oak, but it's older than the second one we found.
It's another pin oak. I'm going to tell you right now, this neighborhood's going to be full of a lot of pin oaks. I keep looking at the other side of the camera. We're going to have a lot of pin oaks. That one?
Pin oak.
Very good. What is that one over there? What is that one over there?
Eastern red.
Redbud. It's got a lot of heart-shaped leaves. Let's see. Pin oak, pin oak, pin oak, redbud. All right. Well, we'll come back when we have a new and interesting tree. All right. So, on to our next tree, a little further up. I guess we got really interested in this tree, and I know we had them on campus, and they're not on our list, but river birch is what we found out. You have these peeling, flaky branch, and there is actually a chemical that if it catches on fire, it's going to catch really quick and save the tree underneath. Dr. Lebketcher will be so mad because I couldn't remember exactly what he said, but it's not on my exam, so it's not my fault. It's got alternating leaf nodes with opposite leaves on each one. So, yeah, that's probably just a standard Magnoliophyta. Then, that's too young. Let's see.
How about that one?
I don't know. How about that one? I don't think it's on my list. I think that's actually a Bradford pear. Because Papa has one in his yard. That is definitely not identifying trees in the proper scientific manner. But, what are you going to do? All right. So there's another paper birch.
River birch.
Or river birch? Is it river birch? See, yeah. He's so much smarter than I am.
You said it before. I remember you saying it.
I know.
There's another one.
Actually, the way that these leaves alternate,
that's not...
they're opposite and they're pinnately compound. This is an ash. This is an ash tree. Look. If you look at your little list, the ash is a really young tree with the buds, but it's an ash.
But it didn't show
See?
the buds, so I didn't know.
You can see it on our little list. Huh. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go and see what we can find. Oh, what are those dark green trees over there?
Oh.
You're not going to see it on there. What kind of tree? It's just in the family.
Maple silverback?
No. That's gorilla.
Oh.
Those ones that look like Christmas trees. The big ones.
Pine trees.
Yeah, Pinafida. Very good. That's fine.
I should remember that.
See, a lot of these really big trees, you're not going to be able to tell unless you can grab a leaf. But some of them,
I can see the leaf.
if you can see it, you can key it.
Is it a southern magnolia?
No. You'll know a magnolia when you see a magnolia. They have these big, hard, like surfboard type leaves and big white primitive flowers. What?
These trees.
What are these trees? Let's go look. Okay, so what do you see first? Describe the leaf, describe the branches, describe whatever you see.
I see the little things coming out. What did you say those were again?
They're just points on the leaf.
I
Here,
think-
you can take one down.
Okay. Yeah. But what did you say they were, like, the points coming out? What did you say?
Oh, the lobes of it have
Yeah.
points on them?
Yeah, so since
Hold it up so you can see.
I can see on the lobes so I can tell it's a type of oak. And there's little things coming off, so I'm assuming it's a red oak.
Yeah, it's in the red oak family. Or, well, not a family, it's a group. Dr. Lovecatcher got me every time I said family. It's in the red oak group, but look at the branches. What do you see in the branches?
That they're really skinny, so it's a pine oak.
Pin
oak.
All right, on to the next group of trees. I think we got a lot of oaks. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find a maple. Yeah, you can drop it. Oh, what's that?
Pine.
Pinafida.
It's a pine with some poison ivy on it.
Is that poison ivy?
Mm-hmm, it has 3 leaves. Don't touch it.
Nope, it's got 5 leaves.
It does? No, it has 3 leaves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Pinnately compound, ivy type. Sumac, maybe? I don't know. I'm not learning ivies, I'm learning trees. Get over here. Alright, so this is not on our list, but it's, a good way to tell a leaf is to check the points and see if it looks like any other leaves. So what do you notice about this plant? First, just describe what you see the most obvious.
It has like 5 or 7 points on it.
7 points, okay.
Yeah, 7 points.
Now, what color is it?
Red.
And what leaf would you say it looks like the most in your key? On your paper, what does it look the most like?
I would say it looks most like the pin.
Well, do pin oaks have these small little inside sections? Does the lobes go all the way down to the middle, or do the lobes go straight up the center? See? Take a look at the leaf. Now, the pin oaks go up the middle and have the lobes come out the side. This one is almost like
How about that
this, maybe?
It
Or
kind of
this?
looks like a sweet gum,
A sweet gum?
but with more points and skinnier.
What does it have? Little toothy edges?
Mm-hmm.
See the toothy edges? What else has toothy edges?
That one
And maybe that one?
and that one.
Right here? Well, just so we know, this is a Japanese maple.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get that pointed star type situation going on. That's how you know. Yeah. Well, the red has nothing to do with it. This is actually just carotenoids. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What?
I really hope Dr. Lebkitcher never sees this.
Well, if it's red, wouldn't it be Rhodophyta? No, because
Algae.
That's algae.
But that's a good way to know that this is part of the maple family, because the maple family has these, like, they look like hands a lot of time, whether they have 3, 5, or 7 maple and little sawtooth edges.
Huh.
No. Alright. So, it's kind of muddy. We're up by the park, and I found a different tree. Now, don't look at your list, but we're going to see if we can figure this one out. And hopefully you do.
I can already tell.
Alright, so let's get a leaf. You can see simple leaves, and you can see these parts right here. It's the very primitive flower. Here's a leaf. What do you think?
I can tell from...
Don't look at your list.
I was just going to use it to point at it.
Oh, okay.
I can tell from how many, the points, I can tell it's a maple. It's not?
It's not lobed like a maple, and it doesn't have sawtooth edges.
Oh.
So,
It's an oak?
nope. Alright, so this tree
You're confusing me.
is really important. You don't see a lot of super, super old ones of these because they got a lot of them cut down in the frontier times when people settled in Tennessee. And that's because they have really beautiful, strong, straight trunks that go really super high, really super fast.
I've heard of those before, but I forgot the name of them.
They're also our state tree.
Ah! It was on the paper.
Right there on the bottom.
The tulip
Poplar.
poplar.
So this tree is also a very ancient tree
Why does it have tiny leaves on it?
because they are similar to the very different flower parts that a magnolia tree has. Magnolia trees and tulip poplars are some of the oldest members of the Magnoliophyta. And that's how you can tell, because any part that's the reproductive part, the flower or the stamens or stuff like that, if it's still separated, that means it's older, evolutionary wise. So if you have flowers that are all like a petunia, that means it's really advanced. But if you have flowers like that, it means it's more primitive. Got it? Cool. I'm trying to teach. But they have planted one right here. They planted a tulip poplar over here. Right there.
I was surprised that this huge tree over here.
Pin oak.
It's a pin oak, but it's really big.
Well, that's because some trees are older than other trees. And just because it looks really skinny like that doesn't mean anything. It just means that's the way they trimmed it. I know. All right. So, what have we found so far?
Redbuds, pin oaks.
We just found the tulip poplar.
Yeah, tulip poplar. One.
The birch, but it's not on our list. But we found it. The papery birch. Yeah.
It's the river birch.
Okay. River birch. Yeah. So, we found another tree. This one right here.
It's a maple.
It's a maple! He got it right away. All right, look at that maple. And how many leaves are on it? How many lobes are on it?
5. No.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah,
1,
5.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
5.
Yeah. So which maple is it?
Sugar maple.
Sugar maple. So sugar maples will have 5 lobes, and red maples will have how many lobes?
Can we get some syrup?
No, it's too young. Not to mention, it's probably been altered a little bit to where it doesn't make syrup. But sugar maples have 5 lobes. How many do red maples have?
7.
Nope.
No.
That was a Japanese
Yeah.
maple.
Which one did you say? Which one did you say?
Red maple.
Find it. Thank you. 3.
3. Okay. So red maples will have 3. On our campus, back at Austin P, there are trees that... So trees are a little willy-nilly with who they go out with and who they date and who they make baby trees with.
What?
So a red maple and a sugar maple can make a mix, a hybrid.
How?
What kind of tree is this?
That's a red maple.
A red maple. So this is a red maple, and that's a sugar
And it
maple.
has tiny red branches like the other one.
The branches don't matter, honey. But I just pulled a 3-lobe one. Now look at this one.
That's a
Same tree.
It's a 5-lobe one.
Red maples and sugar maples can make baby trees, and if they mix, they'll have 5s and 3s.
Here's a tiny 5 one right here.
Yep, so they can make those. So we found some breeding maples.
I
Right?
didn't even know trees could do that.
Oh yeah, plants are very indiscriminate of who they date.
If they're close enough together?
Yep, if they're in the same genus, then they can breed.
Oh.
So the genus is Acer, right? Acer. Yeah, Acer saccharum. So if they're an Aceraceae, then they can breed. We're going to the shopette, so we've got to walk this way.
Okay.
All right, next
Then
clip.
find another tree.
All right, so I thought we'd have to go a lot farther to find the next tree, but it's going to be hard because it's not in bloom. But you only have leaves, so we should be able to do this. What do you think this tree is? First, describe the leaves and what you see.
Big and hard.
Mm-hmm. What about that? What is that? Do you know?
A
you
seed
can't
pod?
see it. There we go. One of those.
A seed pod?
It's the middle of one of what the flowers would be. But yeah, perhaps a seed pod. So how do these feel?
Smooth but hard.
Waxy covering. All right, so what kind of tree do you think this is?
Well, this one is big. I think it's a southern magnolia.
Magnolia. Part of Magnoliopsida. Magnoliophyta. Magnoliophyta. The family Magnoliophyta.
No, Magnoliaceae.
Yeah, honey.
You said Magnoliophyta.
Yeah, because Magnoliophyta is the tree or the family that this is named for.
But it says-
Magnoliaceae is the phylum.
What's a phylum?
Dumb kings play chess on Fridays, generally speaking. Domain, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Yay! So this is the most ancient of all of the Magnoliophyta. It's what the Magnoliophyta family or phylum was named for.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a magnolia tree.
Sneeze.
Okay, you sneeze. We're gonna walk across the street.
Oh.
Okay, so we just got to the shopette, and Owen saw this tree with these leaves. You can see the little sawtooth edged. And so he looked at his key, and what did you see?
I saw that I'm pretty sure that's an American beech tree.
American beech tree? All right, let's see. Veins in the leaves do not curve. See the veins? Are they perfectly straight or do they curve?
They curve, so it's not an American beech.
Very close, but the importance of understanding the anatomy of your leaves.
It's not a dogwood either because it doesn't have anything in it.
Nope, this is definitely not a dogwood. Because you'd see little white petals all over the ground too because they just finished blooming.
Well, why do you think
Those are flowers. Those are from something else.
it's really tiny?
But yeah. Mayflies. But yeah, definitely not that.
Wait,
What else do you think it could be? Is there anything on your list?
maybe an American elm?
Another teachable moment. All right, so see the American elm? The note on it says, elm leaves have a lopsided base where one side looks like a piece is out of it on the bottom. This
Then
is
that
perfectly
can't-
even.
So it can't be that either.
Also, the American elm had a fungus that almost completely wiped out the species. You don't really see American elms in the wild anymore because they were all destroyed by the fungus and they rot and they fall. So there's really not even that many left in Tennessee.
Didn't
Maybe
you
double digits.
Didn't you say there was 2 on campus?
There are. Ours are still alive. One by the nursing building, and I don't know where the other one is, but there was one by the nursing building, and it has not died yet.
Victory!
Till it dies.
Really?
All right, so we're coming to the tail end of our journey because the sun's about to set. But we figured we'd come by the trail where all of the static display of the helicopters are.
I remember this, it's shaped like a heart.
What is that one?
It's an eastern redbud.
You don't have to cheat. Right next to it
Oh, but I forgot.
is a juniper.
It's a pine though.
I know, but it's a certain type of juniper. See these little blue things? Those are actually,
This is white. White.
well, they're light blue, white, but they're actually strobilus all formed together.
I thought it was seed.
No, it is the reproductive organ of the tree,
So seed.
and you can take them, no, not seed, because it hasn't been fertilized yet. They're like cones on big pine trees. They don't look anything like cones, but they are cones.
Ah.
And juniper is used, those little bluish white berries are used to flavor gin.
Ooh.
I know that.
Mayfly.
Yep, mayfly. All right, let's see. Ooh, okay. So see this one? See this tree right here?
Flowering
think-
dogwood.
It is a flowering dogwood. How do you know it's a flowering dogwood?
Because I looked at my sheet.
And also, what's the most definite thing? Since there's no flower, what can you tell about the leaves? Look at your notes on your thing.
I already know.
See the veins?
Yeah, the veins are curved.
The veins are curved towards the tip. That's a very big indicator of a flowering dogwood. Oh, what's that?
Maple.
That's a maple. What kind of maple?
Sugar maple.
That is a sugar maple. Good job. So you'll find a lot of dogwoods down here. Yep, that's dogwood.
there. Pine.
Yep, Pinophyta, but it's probably a juniper.
Another dogwood.
Another dogwood. There's a lot of dogwoods over here. Oh, what's that one?
This one.
Right here.
Here?
Yeah.